Hi guys, how's it going? Wench Catchers Gaming here, and welcome to Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Welcome to the City of Glass. So, I just got this game. Well, if you guys have Origin access, then you actually get to play 6 hours of this game. I think you can only play up to 20 minutes of the campaign. So, just to warn you guys right now, there may be spoilers ahead. But I am dying to get into this game. What I will say though is one of the first issues I have right now is there obviously is no GeForce drivers ready yet for the game. I have checked, but I cannot actually watch cutscenes, so that is a problem. Very annoying problem. Hello. Yeah, so I cannot watch cutscenes, which is okay because I do want to skip spoilers. But I have done a video on the first Mirror's Edge, what I really wanted to see from this game. So please go and watch that. I had a couple of complaints just to make the game have an improvement, how it could improve. And I have played a little bit of this. I did record a really good video actually of the first look, but unfortunately the recording was dog shit. I was on the wrong profile, so it recorded an FLV and it only recorded my microphone. So we're doing it again. I will go through the complaints. I will also try to explain what's going on here. I do not know what's going on here. It's like, I don't know why. It feels a little bit like Deus Ex right now with the fucking augmented reality shit. But what I will say is, it is a very good way to improve this game because what you actually see there is, if you really want a linear type of gameplay, these hints that you can see, the red that you can see, you can actually turn all these things off. You don't need it. It's called runner's vision. So if you don't want an experience that's linear, then turn it off. This is just the starting area, so we will get to the actual open world once we get out of here. But one of the complaints I had with this game was pacing, and here's a guy who thinks he's a badass, but we're going to teach him a lesson. Now, with the very first game, pacing was actually one of the issues when fighting. I will show you how they've tried to improve it. I think they are trying to do a good job of trying to improve it, but as you see there, that was how the fighting was like in the first one. You have to stop and just fight, which takes you out of the momentum. So it was a complaint from not just myself, but a lot of people who play the game, that you're a free runner, and free running is about momentum. You know, you watch a free running video, people aren't having trouble running around, keeping their pace. They're having a good time doing it with ease. So I really wanted to see them improve that, because it really did need improving. And I will show you just later on a tutorial how they've tried to do this, which it seems like it's working, which is good, which is great. The actual controls and everything are the same. I mean, they haven't really gone ahead and really changed too much apart from holding space, but you're not having trouble trying to jump on stuff anymore. So I'm not sure what the term is, but actually jumping onto ledges and stuff you won't have trouble with like the first game. A good thing they've improved that. Like jumping on this, you'd have to be looking directly at the bloody thing just for it to pick up, just for it to register really. So everything registers nicely. The game is running actually pretty well. Problem is though, the cutscenes, as I said, isn't working. There's only like what 5-4 days till the release, so that needs to be fixed. I'm on a GTX 970, that needs to be fixed. I am on Ultra. There, you guys won't see, there is a few hitches there and then, so bear that in mind. Obviously, this is, oh, okay, calm the fuck down, dude. So hopefully the campaign and stuff, we don't get like things like that. I will skip everything. So here we go. I'll show you guys runner's vision, which is pretty much if you want everything to be linear, and then you can. So I do love what they've done here. Like previously you'd have to stop and look just to jump, and I fucked up there. Oh, okay, I fucking survived. What the flip? So yeah, this is it's actually good what they've done. Where do I go? Oh, okay, I was meant to go down there. Right, so what I've actually done is I've turned off runner's vision. So if I just actually turn it on, it will be under gameplay actually. Gameplay. If I turn that on, then it should work. Alright, let's get up here. Jump. The game does look very, very pretty. The textures aren't really like the biggest thing. I mean, this game focuses on simple textures. So we have a, there we go. So as you can see, this is what I don't want to see in the game. I have to stop and fight, and you really don't want that. You really don't need that in a free running game. You know, that's not what free running is about. You want your momentum to keep going. You want to be fast, move fast, and fight fast, and get out of there fast. But the movement is very good. I'm moving pretty well, apart from the hitches that do get annoying. But if this video is going to be rendered at a 30 FPS, so you're not going to see it. I'm not really going to see that much of an annoyance. See, I'm not sure whether I should upload the older video, but then it won't have sound, and it looks really horrible.
I think I lost it.
Let's get out of here. I mean, the biggest complaint was pacing, which they really need to improve. Another complaint I had with this game was the level design, which they have tried to improve with the open world. I hope it works well. It doesn't mean that it will work well, because there was always an A to B to get to, and you can't really make full use of your skills on the first game, because you know you climb in certain things that they make you climb, so you don't have that ability to just, you know, do your own thing. So I do apologize if you don't want me to skip stuff. I won't skip too much. I'll skip the major cutscenes, which will happen later on. But as you can see, I don't know what's going on here. There we go. But you can actually do a bunch of things now with enemies. You don't. It's not just tap left click anymore. Okay. Nah, fuck that up. What's going on, dude? There you go. So it's not just, you know, there's a lot of things you can do now, which is great. It's good. I don't know why she doesn't roll when I break my fall, so it's pretty weird that she doesn't do that no more. But this is what I really enjoy. So you can do this and just keep running. And oh, I fucked that up. I'm pressing the wrong button there. See, I can just run after this. So I'm still stopping, which is the problem here. I'm still stopping. So see, now I have to run again. But what is actually pretty decent, what they've tried to do to keep the pace going, is they've actually have this feature, which I'll unlock soon, where I can unlock this gives me a boost in momentum. So say I kick this guy now, I can actually run a lot quicker. I can actually run a lot quicker, giving me a boost, so my momentum just doesn't fail. What is going on, Faith? There are factions in this game now, so hopefully they are opening up the story a bit more. I mean, the first one was so friggin' dull. I had no idea what was going on. Were the couriers bad? Were the couriers good? You really were bad? Which I really want to find out, because to me couriers could be bad. I mean, all they do is carry something from point A to point B. It could be bombs for all we know. So I mean, they carry everything, anything. But this is where the game really starts. So we're gonna be fucking cool right now. I completely missed my chance there to do what I wanted, but let's get the fuck out of here. So this is what I wanted to see with the gameplay. I don't have to stop and fight. I can run. Can run away. Alright, he's dead. Don't like killing people, but there you go. He's dead too. It's pretty good. I mean, they're a bit slow. Like they fall over really slow. I mean, you'd go flying if someone kicked you with that momentum, you know. You would just not just like fall over. You'd go flying. Someone jumped from that height. It's pretty good. Like, there's not much bad to say. I mean, if you play the previous game and you want more of the same, then you know, you can get this. It's more of the same. To me, I mean, for the first however long I'm gonna be playing it, it looks like it's the same type of gameplay. They've refined it, pretty much. They've refined the gameplay. Open the world up, which I will show you when this fucking tutorial shit stops. So yeah, all I'd say is expect the game more of the same with the first one, but you have more options to deal with, and now they're opening up the story a little bit more. No more, I hope so, not any dull characters. I mean, I can't even watch the bloody cutscenes because they don't work, so that's a pain to me. But I think one of the things I was watching, oh damn, I'm dead. Yeah, so what's actually funny is I was actually watching these feminazis talk about like video games and just women in video games. It was pretty funny. I was also reading this Guardian article where they did some surveys, or however the fuck they did it, and 52% of women actually play video games in comparison to men, so that's over half. So women are beating us playing games. But the issue that was brought up is that it was not many women actually play actually produce games or direct games, and I think that that's not just an issue with games. This happens in movies, happens in TV. Their women are there, they're working, but they don't have those big roles, and this game shows a strong female protagonist, which, you know, I'd show to any feminazi. She's strong, she's very fucking dull. Hopefully this game brings her a bit more depth to her character, which this game definitely needs a lot more depth. And the controls are fine. I am playing with mouse and keyboard. You can probably tell. You can play this with a controller. A lot of people do because it was an Xbox game before. I think it was an Xbox 360 game before it became a PC. But there we go. The introduction, very nice. Let's just take this in. It is pretty. Now the world is open to us, so we can go anywhere. We can go anywhere.
Are you exploring the city, Faith?
Alright, let's get down. These things are always quite funny. The magical springboards, you can fall from any height and not die, which is crazy. So here's a new thing. It's called Focus Shield. So basically it gives you a boost. So I can boost myself if, you know, I'm a little bit slow. And it fills up. As you can see, there's a meter there and that fills up. So if people are shooting at me, I'm guessing it does go down, because it makes it harder for people to kill you, I guess. I do like how easy it is now to springboard, to not just jump normally. You can hold space and spring, or hold space, or just tap space and vault, which is good. As always, this is a first person, so I couldn't even see those things jumping there. So there's always that. With a first person, you can try turning up the FOV, but it's first person, though. There's restrictions to what you can see, which does stop you from reacting quicker than you normally would, because you have to look around and find those places first before you do go ahead and do anything, really. But the cutscenes are broken, as you can see. They are fucked. I really can't do anything but skip. Hopefully they do fix this. It's an issue that needs to be fixed. There's only a couple of days until release. So if you do have Origin access, it is £4 a month. You do get 6 hours of access to play this game. If you do want to try it out, or get a lot of games like Battlefield 4 with all the DLCs, well, most of the DLCs to enjoy, you can do that. And also play Trials, play like games that are unreleased a little bit ahead of time. That's pretty cool. Now we can put on our clothes. I actually was enjoying the leather she was wearing, so I'm not sure if they're gonna be adding in different things you can wear. I mean, but here are the upgrades. So if I go to just the progression screen, or whatever you want to call it, so all these movement skills, they are focusing on just being fast. Focus shield, making your focus shield better. So that is good. But what this actually wants us to upgrade is this, so we're gonna do that. But as you can see, what you can actually do is place a waypoint anywhere in the world, and it will show you the runner's vision. So if I come out of this now and I do press runner's vision, it gives me a marker. I can follow this marker, or I can use my own head and just get to where I need to go by myself, which I can actually do because I can turn it off. So if I go to gameplay and turn it off, I can do that. Get rid of a lot of the HUD items as well, just to really immerse yourself. So it's good they're giving us this control, because I like options. Options are good. If it gives you the option to be more immersed and not have your hand guide, then give us that option. Don't just give us option one. Don't just give us like one thing and not give us the other thing. I mean, having two options over just having the one is a lot better in my eyes. So I can use my own intuition now and just find my way to the marker, instead of instead of just following the runner's vision, which you don't have to. You don't have to at all. I can move. I can do what I want now. I can explore this city. It's really lagging out right now. I don't know why. So this game really needs to be optimized. Fucking before release at least. This is not good for me. So we need to get up there. So I'm not using runner's vision, as you can see, which is what was, you know, the level design in the first one. Go from point A to point B, and you don't really do what you need to do, you know, what you want to do. You just follow a path set out for you, really. You know, a lot of people enjoy that. I certainly enjoyed it, but this gives you the option to not for it not to be as boring, because it does get boring. You are literally just having your hand guided everywhere, really. It's just, you know, you just follow the path that's set out. So I have to skip these cutscenes because they get stuck and I don't want to fucking crash. If it will let me skip, there we go. So they are adding in these challenges still, so you can do challenges, challenge your friends or whatever. Never really enjoyed these kind of things, but you can do them.
The march route is not always the best one. You only need to reach the goal in the shortest time possible. The way you take doesn't matter.
As you see there, I can go off course if I want to, which I'm gonna do actually. You know, if I can do it, which I just did. Alright, let's go off course. Get to where we need to go. See, I'm just doing my own thing right now. I've just gone off course. Well, we're back in course. The game's performance is going crazy. Up these stairs, it says. Right, come on, 4 seconds. Oh, I've lost a star. It's a bit weird why it didn't give me a waypoint. Should have, pretty much, but whatever. And I don't know who the fuck these guys are. I don't really give a shit. Let's jump here. What's this? So you see that marker there? I can really just go around, do what I want, and not rely on runner's vision or just going from point A to B. And what it seems, there's collectibles everywhere. It seems you can collect these. So I am just running in a different direction to, you know, I don't have to follow the path laid out for me. It seems like it's rewarding me with these collectibles if I do go to use a different path. But yeah. Who is this?
Don't fall off.
Someone did that to me, I'd probably freak out and fall off, in all honesty.
Thanks for looking after them. How have you been?
Well, you know, living, surviving.
I do not know these characters, so, and I played the first one. So if you're new and you want to jump into this game without knowing anything, then it's a good start. It's not a big franchise, nothing near like Witcher.
Control tips?
You know, you don't have to know the backstory, you don't have to know the characters just to understand. So you can jump in this because this game is opening up factions, opening up the story, opening up the City of Glass, the world that Faith lives in, which really seems like the actual start of the story to me.
Okay, on it.
The old one was so dull, just a dull storyline. All it was to me was, you know, these developers really pushing a boundary, making a free runner game that really no one really did. No one had the idea to really try it like they did, the first person running game, as well as they did also. So you know, you have to give praise where it's due, and it was a game that worked. It was a experience that didn't, you know, wasn't a bad experience. The game worked fine. Obviously, some of the, you know, it wasn't very responsive. You know, if I tried to climb this ledge in the first one, sometimes you couldn't climb it because the detection system was rubbish. But they've improved it, and I can. What I really wanted to do is, if I saw a ledge, I wanted to go and climb it, and that is good. It's letting me do that. I see a ledge. I see that up there. I can jump here and climb. I can climb. I can really, actually climb and feel like a free runner, which is what I want to see. Which is what the game needed to feel like. It's what the game really needed to be. The momentum needed to be faster than the first one when you're really fighting people, when you're really you know, in those moments of where you need to escape, and when you're fighting someone, I don't have to stop. I don't have to anymore. It doesn't take me out of the game, so that's good. That's good. My first impression so far is the game is trying to fix its flaws from the first one, and hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully I don't fuck up my recordings anymore, because honestly guys, the first recording I did was 10 times better than this, because my commentary was unedited, you know, unscripted. It was just in its entirety. I had a lot more to talk about then, so hopefully I don't fuck up. But the game seems like it'll do well. The campaign for this game seems like it wants to not be dull. It wants to open up the world now. It wants to add depth. That's what this game needs, a lot of depth, you know, for the characters, for the story, and hopefully they can do that successfully. The free running like experience isn't really, it's not something I enjoy, so, but people have already reviewed this game ahead of time, so if you want to buy this game, I suggest you go and look at their reviews. But if you enjoyed this first impressions or first look, then make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more from me, then all you gotta do is subscribe. But as always guys, I shall see you on the next video. Peace out guys.
Sip on my coffee as I write another hit. At times I get cocky, so I keep a joint lit that rhymes. T-shirt the same color.